Japanese cars are legendary for lasting hundreds of thousands, sometimes even over 1 million miles. But here's the shocking truth. It's not just the cars. It's the secrets Japanese drivers and mechanics use that keep them running like new for decades. Most drivers in the West ignore these habits, and that's why their engines die early, while Japanese taxis, Civics, and Corollas keep going forever. Today, I'll reveal 17 powerful Japanese secrets that can make your car outlast everyone else's, saving you from insane repair bills and breakdowns. Stick with me till the very end, because secret number 17 is the most overlooked trick that could easily add another 100,000 miles to your car's life. And hey, before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe to Car Care Expert, and let's dive into the road-tested wisdom Japan doesn't want you to miss. 1. Regular oil changes, but done the Japanese way. Japanese drivers religiously follow short oil change intervals, often every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, instead of stretching it to 10,000 like many Western drivers. Why? Because clean oil isn't just lubrication, it's engine life insurance. Old oil collects carbon, sludge, and metal particles that grind down the internals. Japanese mechanics say, oil is cheaper than engines. They also insist on using the correct grade, never generic oils, because the wrong viscosity can starve parts of lubrication at startup. Do this right, and you'll reduce wear by 80% over the life of your engine. But even fresh oil can't save you if you ignore the next secret. 2. Warm up your engine before driving hard. In Japan, drivers don't slam the gas the moment the engine starts. They let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds and then drive gently until it reaches operating temperature. Why? Because cold oil is thick and doesn't lubricate properly. Revving a cold engine scrapes metal on metal, slowly destroying bearings and piston rings. Japanese taxi drivers, famous for hitting 500,000 miles, all follow this ritual. Treat your car gently when it's cold, and it will reward you with decades of reliability. And once it's warmed up, the next secret keeps everything breathing like new. 3. Religious air filter maintenance. Dust, dirt, and sand are silent killers of engines. A clogged air filter makes your engine run rich, wastes fuel, and wears out cylinders. Japanese car owners often replace filters twice as often as the manual recommends, not just when it's visibly dirty. In dusty cities like Tokyo, this habit keeps engines breathing clean. For you, it means checking the filter at least every oil change and swapping it when airflow drops. Fresh air equals fresh power, and engines that breathe clean air easily hit 300,000 miles. But clean air won't matter if you're killing your engine with bad driving habits. 4. Avoiding aggressive driving. Japanese drivers are famously smooth. No constant flooring it, no slamming on the brakes. Why? Because aggressive driving generates extreme heat and stress in both the engine and transmission. The smoother you accelerate and decelerate, the longer your car's moving parts last. This is why Japanese transmissions often last twice as long as American ones. Gentle driving reduces fuel use, cuts wear in half, and keeps fluids healthy longer. Drive like a samurai with precision and control, and your car will reward you with longevity. But smooth driving isn't enough. The next secret is about fluids most people ignore. 5. Transmission fluid changes. In Japan, automatic cars often get transmission fluid replaced every 30,000 to 40,000 miles. Even though Western manuals sometimes say it's lifetime, that's a scam. Transmission fluid breaks down with heat, losing its ability to lubricate and protect. Japanese mechanics know a $100 fluid change prevents a $4,000 rebuild. This is why Japanese automatic transmissions often last 300,000 plus miles with no issues. Ignore this, and your car could die before 100,000. And speaking of fluids, the next one is even more critical. 6. Coolant system care. Engines don't just die from lack of oil. Overheating kills just as many. Japanese mechanics are fanatics about flushing coolant every 2 to 3 years and always using the manufacturer's specific formula. Wrong coolant can corrode radiators, water pumps, and head gaskets. Overheating even once can warp your engine beyond repair. If you want a car that truly lasts forever, follow the Japanese secret. Never let your cooling system get dirty. But fluids aren't everything. The Japanese have a battery trick that keeps cars alive in brutal winters. 7. Battery and electrical system care. In Japan, many drivers test their battery twice a year and replace it at the first sign of weakness instead of waiting for it to die. A weak battery stresses your starter motor and alternator, leading to expensive failures. They also clean terminals regularly to prevent corrosion. By keeping voltage stable, sensors, ECUs, and transmissions live longer. It's a small cost up front that saves thousands later. And while batteries power electronics, the next secret is about the invisible fluid powering your brakes. 8. Brake fluid. Flushing brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture. Over time, this water corrodes brake lines, calipers, and ABS modules. In Japan, mechanics recommend flushing brake fluid every 2 years, far more often than most people do. This not only makes brakes last longer, but also keeps ABS systems reliable well past 200,000 miles. Skip this, and you could face rusted brake lines or a failed master cylinder. Both expensive and dangerous. But even healthy brakes can't save you if your tires are killing your suspension. 9. Proper tire care. Japanese drivers treat tires as part of engine longevity. Why? Because bad tires strain suspension, steering, and even the transmission. They rotate tires every 5,000 miles, keep pressures perfect, and replace them before they're bald. Driving with underinflated tires overheats the engine because it has to work harder. Rotating and balancing regularly keeps the car's weight distribution even, preventing stress on wheel bearings and axles. Long-lasting cars don't roll on neglected tires, but wheels aren't the only thing Japanese drivers keep aligned. 10. Regular wheel alignment. Bad alignment causes uneven tire wear, pulls your suspension apart, and even makes your transmission work harder. Japanese mechanics check alignment annually and after hitting potholes. Why? Because even slight misalignment creates drag, which wears out the drivetrain and reduces fuel economy. A simple $80 alignment can save thousands in suspension and transmission repairs. And while alignment keeps you straight, the next secret is about what keeps your engine breathing. 11. Spark plug and ignition care. Japanese drivers replace spark plugs at strict intervals, often every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, instead of waiting until misfires start. Weak spark causes incomplete combustion, which washes fuel into the oil, wearing out piston rings and bearings. They also check ignition coils and wires regularly. A smooth ignition system reduces stress on the engine and keeps fuel efficiency high. Skip this, and your engine will slowly lose power long before it should. But sparks mean nothing without the next secret, fuel system care. 12. Fuel injector cleaning. Dirty injectors don't just lower performance, they damage engines. In Japan, fuel system cleaners are used every 5,000 to 10,000 miles, and injectors are professionally cleaned if misfires occur. This keeps fuel spray patterns perfect, combustion efficient, and pistons free from carbon buildup. With clean injectors, engines last longer, burn less fuel, and stay powerful past 300,000 miles. But while injectors keep power high, the next secret keeps vibrations low. 13. Engine mount inspections. Most drivers ignore engine mounts until they break, but Japanese mechanics check them regularly. Worn mounts cause vibrations that stress the engine, transmission, and exhaust system. They also lead to misalignment in the drivetrain, multiplying wear. By replacing mounts early, Japanese cars avoid hidden damage that can cut years off an engine's life. Now let's move to a secret that's all about preventing rust. 14. Undercarriage rust protection. Japan's roads see rain, snow, and salt, yet their cars don't rust as fast. Why? Because owners regularly wash and protect the undercarriage. Rust eats away suspension, fuel lines, and even structural integrity. Applying undercoating or simply pressure washing after winter removes salt and doubles the life of the chassis. A rust-free car equals a forever car. And now, let's talk about a simple habit that Japanese taxi drivers swear by. 15. Strict idle control. Unlike Westerners who idle endlessly, Japanese drivers avoid excessive idling. Long idle times dilute oil with fuel and clog up catalytic converters. Instead, they shut off the engine if waiting more than a minute. Less idling means less wear, cleaner oil, and longer-lasting exhaust systems. 16. Scheduled preventive maintenance. Japanese culture emphasizes maintenance before failure. Instead of waiting for parts to break, they replace wear items like belts, hoses, and gaskets at set intervals. A $50 belt replacement now prevents a $2,000 engine rebuild later. This preventive mindset is the reason Japanese cars have legendary longevity worldwide. And finally, the most overlooked but most powerful secret of them all. 17. Consistent driving habits. The final secret is consistency. Japanese drivers avoid sudden lifestyle changes for their cars. They drive at steady speeds, service on time, and never abuse the car with irregular driving patterns. Consistency reduces shock to the engine, transmission, and suspension. It's not flashy, but it's the true secret to cars lasting 500,000 miles or more. So there you have it, 17 powerful Japanese secrets that explain why their cars outlast almost everything else on the road. If you start practicing even half of these habits, your car could easily last hundreds of thousands of extra miles, saving you from massive repair bills. Which secret surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you found value here, smash that like button, share this video with a friend who loves their car, and subscribe to Car Care Expert for more insider tips to keep your ride running like new. Thanks for watching, and remember, treat your car the Japanese way, and it just might last you a lifetime.